In the scorching sands of the Holy Land during the tumultuous age of the Crusades, a young king ascended the throne of Jerusalem. His name was Baldwin IV, a ruler destined to face extraordinary challenges and leave an indelible mark on history. Picture, if you will, the Holy Land in the 12th century. The year is 1167. The sun beats down relentlessly upon the city of Jerusalem, a melting pot of cultures and faiths. This is a time of great religious fervor, a period we now call the Crusades. Christian pilgrims from distant lands journey across treacherous seas and perilous deserts, all driven by faith and the desire to make pilgrimage to the holy sites of their religion. But the Kingdom of Jerusalem, a precarious Christian stronghold amidst a sea of Muslim neighbors, faces constant threat. In the heart of this sacred city, a young boy, no more than 9 years old, plays within the cool walls of the palace. He is Prince Baldwin, grandson of King Amalric I, a boy of keen intellect and quiet strength. Little does he know that fate has woven a tapestry of extraordinary challenges and triumphs into his life, a tapestry that will one day see him crowned King Baldwin IV of Jerusalem. The young prince, oblivious to the political currents swirling around him, grows up in the shadow of this struggle. In 1174, tragedy strikes the Kingdom of Jerusalem, a land already fraught with challenges and adversities. King Amalric I, Baldwin's grandfather, succumbs to illness, leaving the throne to his own son, also named Baldwin. This transition of power is not just a change of rulers, but a shift in the very fabric of the kingdom's destiny. This Baldwin IV's father, is a frail and sickly man, his reign lasting a mere 3 short years before he too passes away. His untimely death plunges the kingdom into uncertainty and fear. The weight of the kingdom now falls upon the slender shoulders of our young Prince Baldwin IV, a boy who, despite his youth, must now bear the burdens of leadership and the expectations of his people. At just 13 years old, Baldwin IV is crowned king, a boy thrust into a world of courtly intrigue, political maneuvering, and the ever-present threat of war. The halls of power are filled with whispers and schemes, each one a potential threat to his nascent rule. But Baldwin possesses a strength that belies his tender years. His resolve is unyielding, his spirit unbreakable, even in the face of overwhelming odds. He's a quick study, absorbing knowledge like a sponge, and displaying a natural aptitude for leadership. His tutors are amazed at his rapid progress, and his advisors begin to see the potential for greatness in their young king. Yet, even as he navigates the treacherous waters of diplomacy and asserts his authority, a storm gathers on the horizon, a storm that will test the young king's mettle like never before. The challenges ahead are not just political, but deeply personal. The first signs are subtle, almost imperceptible. A numbness in the fingers, a persistent cough, a growing fatigue that even the most strenuous exercise cannot shake. These symptoms, though minor at first, begin to cast a shadow over his daily life. At first, these ailments are dismissed as mere childhood illnesses, the price of growing up in a land where the sun beats down mercilessly. The court physicians offer reassurances, but the young king knows something is amiss. But as the months turn into years, the truth becomes horrifyingly clear. The symptoms worsen, and the once vibrant boy begins to wither under the weight of his mysterious affliction. Baldwin IV, the boy king upon whose shoulders the fate of Jerusalem rests, is afflicted with leprosy. This diagnosis is not just a personal tragedy, but a potential catastrophe for the kingdom. Imagine the fear that must have gripped the young king, the crushing realization that his body, his very being, is slowly betraying him. The disease threatens not only his life, but the stability of the entire realm. The young king must now face his greatest battle, one that will define his legacy and the future of Jerusalem. As Baldwin matures, so too does the spectre of his illness. The once distant threat now becomes an ever-present reality, casting a long shadow over his reign. The leprosy, once a whisper, now roars its presence, leaving its mark upon the young king's body. It is no longer something that can be hidden or ignored. It is a force that demands recognition. His fingers stiffen, making it difficult to wield a sword or even hold a quill. Tasks that were once second nature now require immense effort and concentration. His face, once smooth and youthful, becomes marred by lesions, the ravages of the disease plain for all to see. The transformation is stark and undeniable, a testament to the relentless progression of his condition. Imagine the court, the hushed whispers, the averted gazes. The atmosphere is thick with unease as courtiers struggle to reconcile their loyalty to the king with their fear of his illness. Yet Baldwin bears his burden with remarkable fortitude. He refuses to let the disease dictate his actions or diminish his spirit. He hides his pain behind a mask of regal composure, his spirit unbroken even as his body betrays him. His strength of character shines through, inspiring those around him to rise above their own fears. He knows that his enemies, both within and beyond the kingdom's borders, see his illness as a weakness, an opportunity to exploit. They plot and scheme, hoping to take advantage of what they perceive as a vulnerability. But Baldwin is determined to prove them wrong. He is resolute in his mission to lead and protect his kingdom, no matter the personal cost. He will not allow his affliction to define him, to diminish his authority or weaken his resolve. His will is as strong as ever, a beacon of hope for his people. He is King Baldwin IV of Jerusalem, and he will rule with wisdom, courage, and an iron will. His leadership is a testament to his unyielding spirit and his unwavering commitment to his kingdom. To maintain his grip on the reins of power, he surrounds himself with loyal men and women, those who see past the disease and recognize the brilliant mind and unwavering spirit that lie beneath. These trusted advisors are his pillars of strength, supporting him in his time of need. Baldwin possesses a keen intellect, a strategic mind that grasps the complexities of warfare and diplomacy with equal ease. His ability to navigate the treacherous waters of medieval politics is unparalleled. He is a shrewd judge of character, able to discern friend from foe, loyalty from treachery. This discernment is crucial in a court filled with intrigue and deception. The challenges facing Baldwin are legion. From external threats to internal strife, his reign is fraught with difficulties, yet through it all he remains steadfast, a true embodiment of resilience and determination. Despite these challenges, Baldwin IV embarks on a series of daring military campaigns, determined to defend his kingdom from all threats. He knows that his enemies will seek to exploit his illness, to underestimate him, and he uses this to his advantage. He becomes a master of strategy, relying on cunning and guile to outmaneuver his opponents. One of his most impressive victories comes at the Battle of Montgisard in 1177. Imagine the scene: the Christian army, outnumbered by Saladin's forces, arrayed on a rocky hilltop. Baldwin, his body racked with pain, his vision failing, is carried into battle on a litter, his presence alone a beacon of hope for his men. The battle is fierce, a clash of civilizations, a struggle for the very soul of the Holy Land. But Baldwin, despite his physical limitations, proves to be an inspirational leader. He directs his forces with skill and precision, outmaneuvering the larger Muslim army and inflicting a crushing defeat upon Saladin. The victory at Montgisard sends shockwaves throughout the Muslim world. Saladin, who had come to believe that victory was within his grasp, is humbled, forced to reconsider his strategies. Baldwin's health, which had seen moments of improvement, takes a turn for the worse. The once hopeful signs of recovery fade away, leaving him in a state of constant suffering. The leprosy, relentless in its advance, continues to ravage his body. Each day, the disease claims more of his strength, leaving him weaker and more frail. He is forced to rely more and more on his advisors, his once sharp mind clouded by pain and fatigue. These trusted men become his eyes and ears, guiding the kingdom in his stead. Yet, even as his body fails him, his spirit remains unbroken. His determination and willpower shine through, a beacon of hope for his people. He continues to rule to the best of his ability, his concern for his kingdom and its people never wavering. His decisions, though influenced by his advisors, still carry the weight of his wisdom and experience. In 1183, sensing that the end is near, Baldwin IV names his successor, his young nephew, also named Baldwin. This decision is made with the future stability of the kingdom in mind. He appoints Raymond III of Tripoli, a respected leader and experienced administrator, as regent, entrusting him with the care of both the young king and the kingdom. Raymond's wisdom and leadership are seen as crucial for the kingdom's survival. Baldwin IV of Jerusalem, the Leper King, dies in the spring of 1185 at the age of 24. His passing marks the end of an era, a time of great challenges and even greater resilience. His death is a loss not just for the kingdom of Jerusalem, but for the entire Christian world. The news of his passing spreads quickly, bringing sorrow to many. He is mourned as a righteous king, a wise ruler and a courageous warrior who had defied the odds and led his people with distinction despite the terrible affliction that had plagued him throughout his adult life. His legacy endures, a testament to his strength and character, inspiring future generations to face their own challenges with courage and determination. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time as we explored the remarkable life of King Baldwin IV. His story, one of courage, resilience, and unwavering faith in the face of adversity, continues to inspire awe and wonder centuries later. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the past, please consider showing your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more captivating historical tales. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Until then, keep exploring the past, for it holds the keys to understanding our present and shaping our future.